Good morning, my dear students. Today we shall discuss a very important chapter of class 12, that is electric current or current electricity. This is very important and interesting chapter because it is a huge chapter actually, and it carries a very huge number of marks in your final theory examination. Therefore, it is very important chapter. Okay. So, as name itself suggests, current electricity is there. Okay. Current means anything that flows. If it is water, then we call it as water current. If it is wind, then we call it as wind current. In this case, it is electric charge. Electric charge, flow of electric charge constitute electric current. Okay. In first two chapters, okay, they are electric charges and fields as well as electric potential and capacitor. We discussed on electric charge. But that electric charge in those two chapters, it was at rest. And the study of electric charge when it is at rest is called as what? Electrostatics. Static means rest. And in this chapter, mostly electric charge will be in motion. Okay, it means the study of electric charge when it is in motion is called as what? Electric current or current electricity. Okay, so the definition of electric current is the flow of electric charge. Electric charge constitute electric current. Okay, but if you brought two charged bodies in contact, we know when two charged bodies are brought in contact, the charges transformation takes place from one body to another body. Okay, but the fact is, what makes the charge to flow from one body to another body? Okay, the charges will flow from one body to other body. Till what time they flow? Till the charges on both the conductor becomes equal. Okay, for example, in one conductor charges, the number of charges are 100. In another conductor, the charges number is 20. Okay, the charges will flow from 100 to 20. Till what time? Till both the conductors will attain the equal number of charge, right? But what makes the charges to flow, and from what body to what body electric charges will flow? These two questions will make you think, okay, on electric current. Okay, the answer is very simple. It is electric potential. Electric potential is a term which will decide the flow of electric charge from one body to another body, and from what body to what body the electric charge has to flow. Okay, as in our previous year we have discussed, the water will always flows from higher level to lower level. Okay, even if the quantity of water in one point is more or one point is less, it doesn't matter. The flow will always from higher level to lower level. For example, see here. This is a tank, and this tank is having, okay, water, say it is 100 liter. Okay, and one more tank is there. Okay, this is tank, and this tank is having 1000 liter water. 1000 liter water. If you connect these two like this, if you connect like this, the water will flow from 100 liter to 1000 liter. Okay, because 100 liter is above. Okay, it is located at certain height. Okay, say if I consider this as a ground level, okay, this 1000 liter tank is on the surface of ground, and this 100 liter tank is located at a height of h. Okay, therefore this 100 liter tank is located on a higher level than this 1000 liter tank. Therefore, water will flow from 100 liter to 1000 liter. So, what is deciding the flow of water? What is deciding? Height. Height is deciding. Height is deciding the flow of water. Similarly, one more example. See here. This is a container. This container is having 1000 joule of heat. Okay, heat is a form of energy. And one more container. Okay, I will take this much, and these two are connected. Okay, say this container is having only 100 joule of energy. Okay, this is heat and this is also heat. Okay, the question is whether, say it is 1 and it is 2. Okay, whether heat flows from 2 to 1 or 1 to 2. It is depending on what factor? It is depending on temperature. If temperature of this 100 joule is more than this 1000, definitely heat will flow this way. Okay, say this is 50 degrees Celsius and this is 20 degrees Celsius. From where to where heat flows? From 100 joule to 1000 joule heat flow. Okay, because temperature here it is more and temperature here it is less. Even though the quantity of energy is more here, that doesn't matter to the flow of heat. Okay, what is depending, what is affecting actually? Temperature is affecting. Therefore, temperature decides. Temperature decides the flow of heat. And here the flow of water was depending on what factor? Height. Okay, similarly, to flow electric current from one body to another body, consider one conductor here. This is A and this is B. Okay, whether the charges from A to B or charges from B to A, how does the electric charge will make a moment? It depends on what factor? It depends on electric potential. If B is having more potential than the A, then electric charges will flow from B to A. Or if the potential of A is more than the B, then electric charges will flow from A to B. Therefore, electric potential is very important, or potential difference. If A and B are having same potential, then electric charge will not move. Okay, if A or B, either of one is having more potential than the other, then and then only charges transformation will take place. Otherwise, they don't. Okay, therefore, potential difference decides the flow of charge. And even direction of flow. Direction of flow means from B to A or A to B. It is depending on potential difference. Which body is having more potential, from that body electric charge will move. Understood? So this is all about electric current, and electric current on what factor it is depending, the flow of electric current on what factor it is depending. Okay, so now see, consider one conductor like this. This conductor is having free electrons, okay, like this, and this conductor is connected with a potential difference V. As we know, potential difference will decide the flow of electric charge, and the electric charge flow is called as what? Electric current. Basically, electric current is depending on what factor? V. Okay, see, due to this electric potential, I current is flowing, and this V electric potential creates a electric field here across the conductor, plus and minus. Okay, and see here, plus is there and minus is there. This plus will attract the free electrons in this direction, or all the free electrons inside the conductor, they drift like this. Okay, in what direction the electrons are drifting? They are drifting in a direction opposite to the direction of electric field. This is the direction of electric field and this is the direction of free electrons, and those free electrons drift with velocity, and that velocity is called as what? Drift velocity, right? Okay, so now what you do is, at this particular point or at any particular point, what you do is you check the flow of charge per second, you calculate. Okay, see here, at this particular point you check. Okay, in a t time, say q charge will flow. In 1 second time, in t second time, q charges are flowing. In 1 second time, how many charges will flow? Q divided by t charges will flow. Then the q charge flow in t second is called as what? It is I, electric current. So the electric current definition is very simple now. Electric current is flow of charge per second. In 1 second, 1 coulomb is charge flowing, then the current is said to be 1 ampere. In 2 seconds, 2 coulomb charges are flowing, then the current is said to be 1 ampere. If 3 coulomb charges are flowing in 1 second, the current is said to be 3 ampere. Very simple. Okay, so this is the formula for electric current. Okay, flow of charge per second is called electric current. And remember, my dear students, this electric current flow is depending on what factor? Potential difference. Electric current. Therefore, I is equal to Q divided by T. If charge flow is not steady, okay, charges are not flowing steadily, then it is called as I is equal to dQ divided by dt. Okay, if charge flow is not steady, okay, then this current is called as what? Instantaneous current. Instantaneous current. Instantaneous current means current at any instant. Okay, suddenly if somebody asks you what is the current now, okay, if the current flow is not steady, variable current is there, then you can say instantaneous current. Current at that particular instant, right? Okay, and its unit, see here, Q is coulomb. Okay, charge unit is coulomb, and T is there, T is time, and time unit is second. Coulomb per second is unit of current, but current is a very wide used term, therefore it has a fixed unit, and that is ampere. Ampere is a name of scientist, and it is indicated by A. Okay, so ampere is unit of current, electric current. And what is 1 ampere? How much is 1 ampere? 1 coulomb charge flows in 1 second is said to be 1 ampere. 1 ampere is 1 coulomb charge. 1 coulomb charge flows in 1 second. Right? So this is the definition of 1 ampere, and this is the unit of ampere. Okay. And remember always, charge is always carried by particle. Okay, from one place to another place, charge is being carried by particle. But materials are classified into 3 categories: solids, liquids and gases. Then in solids, liquids and gases, what behaves as charge carriers? Okay, let us now check. Charge carriers or current carriers, I can say. Current carriers. Okay, first in solids, conductors, solid conductors, I can say. Okay, actually these solid conductors, they will contain huge number of free electrons. Okay, and those free electrons, if they are connected with that conductor which contains free electron, if it is connected with potential difference, okay, there will be a electric field is set up. Okay, like this. See here, this is conductor, and this conductor, if it is connected with a potential difference, this conductor contains free electrons, and these free electrons drift in a direction opposite to the direction of electric field. Okay, and this way electric current is set up. Okay, these free electrons are moving, they are drifting. Okay, and these free electrons constitute what? Current. Okay, therefore free electrons inside the conductor are responsible for the flow of electric charge, I mean the electric current. Okay, and the direction, always remember, This is the direction of electric field, because this is higher potential, this is lower potential, and the direction of electric field is from positive to negative. Therefore, this is the direction of electric field, and all the free electrons are drifting in opposite direction to the direction of electric field. Right. Therefore, the direction of electric current is taken as the direction of electric field itself, or the direction of flow of positive charge is taken as the direction of electric current. Okay. Understand? I will repeat my point. Conventionally, the direction of electric current is taken as the direction of electric field, or the direction of flow of positive charge is taken as the direction of electric current. Right. Therefore, the electric current direction will be like this. This is the direction of current. Okay. Therefore, in solid conductors, what makes the charge carriers to move? They are free electrons. Or what are responsible for what is responsible for the electric current in conductor? They are free electrons. Free electrons are responsible for the current in case of conductors. And second, liquids. Some liquids, they behave like conductors, okay, and in such case we call it as electrolyte. Okay, for example, CuSO4 is there. Okay, CuSO4 is electrolytic solution. Electrolytic solution. This electrolytic solution behaves like conductor. Okay, this Cu, it acts as positive and SO4 acts as negative. Okay, when this liquid is connected with high potential, okay, these ions, positive and negative ions, they constitute the flow. Okay, these SO4 ions, minus ions are there. Those minus ions, they move in a direction of, in opposite direction of electric field, and they constitute current. Therefore, these positive and negative ions are responsible for the flow of electric current in case of liquids. This is one such example. Okay, so what constitute current in case of liquids? Ions, positive and negative ions. And in case of gases, mostly they are insulators. They are insulators. But when gas with low pressure, connected to a high potential difference, insulation breaks and it behaves like, gas behaves like conductor. Okay, potential difference behaves like conductor. Okay, the molecules inside the gas, they behave like, they move actually, and they constitute electric current. Okay, therefore electrons and positive ions responsible for flow of charge, or responsible for electric current. In case of gases. So remember, my dear students, in solids, free electrons are responsible for electric current. In liquids, positive and negative ions are responsible for electric current. In case of gases, electrons and positive ions are responsible for electric current. Okay. So next we shall discuss the type of current, the type of electric current. Types. First type, direct current. Direct current means the magnitude of current does not change. Direct current is also called as steady current or DC current also. The magnitude of current does not change. Does not change. Okay, for example, if I represent it graphically, it will be like this. This is current and this is time. See here, this is the flow of charge. This is the flow of current. Okay. So remember, the current is flowing in this direction. The magnitude of current is constant. Okay. As time changing, the magnitude is not changing. It is fixed. For example, if I consider this as 0 ampere, 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere. See here, time is changing, but 3 ampere current is constant. Such a current is called as what? Direct current. And second, of course, it is variable current. Magnitude of current keeps on changing. Magnitude of current keeps on changing. Variable means change. Direct current means it is steady current. And if I represent it graphically, once again, time and current, the graph will be like this. See here, magnitude is changing. Sometime it is increasing, sometime it is decreasing. Okay, such a current is called as what? Variable current. And third one, alternating current. Alternating current. Alternating current, it is also called as AC. Okay, it is household current. In our house, okay, we use alternating current. Okay, in India, 220 volt supply will be there, and that 220 volt supply works on a frequency of 50 hertz, right? 220 volt, 50 hertz. Okay, this is frequency and this is voltage. Okay, what is alternating current? Magnitude changes continuously. Magnitude changes continuously, and direction also changes. Direction changes periodically. Okay, if I represent it graphically, see here, this is okay, see here, this is a current and this is time. The flow of current will be like this. See here, magnitude is changing continuously. Okay, continuously it is changing. It reaches maximum and again it decreases. It becomes 0 and again it is increasing, but in a negative direction it is increasing. If I consider this as positive and this will be negative. Therefore, sometimes the current will be in positive direction, sometimes the current will be negative. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative. Okay, direction is changing. At the same time, the magnitude is continuously changing. Such a current is called as what? Alternating current. Okay, so these three are the types of current.